Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1563.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why new home sales jumped by 20%. That's right, sales of newly built homes rose much larger than expected, 20.5% in August compared with the July level, which was the highest level since January of 2022, according to the U.S. Census. It's also the largest one-month gain since August of 2022, and sales were 15.4% higher than August of 2024. Now, the survey is done based on people out shopping in August and signing deals, when the average rate on the 30-year fixed mortgage rate was higher than it is right now. The rate started August at 6.63% and didn't really move too much during the month. But the sharp decline in rates began in September, when they fell to a 3-year low of 6.13% the day before the Federal Reserve cut its lending rate, and after that, moved to where it is now at 6.37%. People are scratching their head about how, when rates hadn't fallen yet, the sales in August jumped so high. Robert Dietz, chief economist at the National Association of Home Builders, said, "We were expecting a gain, but not that large. Always important to remember, the margin of error for new home sales is large. We'll need to wait for revisions next month and the September data point to see if this is smoothed out or not." While builders have talked a lot about cutting prices and incentives, the median price of a new home sold in August was $413,500, which was an increase of 1.9% over last year. In a separate survey on builder sentiment from the National Association of Home Builders, 39% of builders reported cutting prices in September, up from 37% in August, and the highest percentage in the post-COVID period. New home sales were strongest in the Northeast, where overall new construction is low, so swings can be large. It was also strong in the South, where home building is busiest. Sales, while higher, were weakest in the West, where prices are highest. Peter Bookvar, Chief Investment Officer of One Point BFG Wealth Partners, said, "While a volatile figure each month and always best to smooth out, I have to believe that the elevated level of home builder incentives was the main catalyst for the large upside surprise to new home sales. And we'll see, of course, if the impact of lower mortgage rates when the September figure comes out. But keep in mind, if mortgage rates continue down, builders will then reduce the price at which they are implementing incentives and thus possibly offsetting the benefit of lower mortgage rates for new homes." Strong sales inventory down to a 7.4-month supply in August, and inventories dropped 18% from inventory at a 7.4-month supply in August from a 9-month supply in July. Single-family housing starts and permits slowed in August, both from July and from August of last year. This would seem to indicate that builders expected slower sales. So very good news for home builders with that 20% jump in August and a 3-year high of new home sales. Just imagine what will happen if rates continue to lower, as expected. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.